Hello, this is Monkeyman4010. Today I will be doing an honest review of the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch has been out for a month now, and I've spent a lot of time with it, and I finally have a free weekend. So, like I always say, let's go! I'm only going to be judging the system based on what it is, not what it isn't. First, let's start with the hardware. The entire Nintendo Switch fits into this one small tablet, which at first is shocking, and it still is. It uses cartridges as its form of media, and I think it works great because load times are fast. It charges by USB-C, which is super handy. And it has a controversial kickstand, which for some reason does not let you charge while using it, and it's kind of flimsy. Underneath the kickstand is the micro SD card slot for extra storage. The Nintendo Switch has a 6.2-inch 720p multi-touchscreen. The screen is great and the colors pop out. It is certainly better than the Wii U gamepad screen. Many people have scratched their Nintendo Switch screens, which are plastic screens, so I would recommend getting a screen protector. Now, you may be noticing these rails on the side, and those are for Nintendo's new funky controllers called the Joy-Cons. One of the coolest features of the Nintendo Switch are its detachable Joy-Con controllers. On each Joy-Con, there are 4 face buttons, an analog stick, a plus or minus button, shoulder and trigger buttons, and on the side there are SL and SR buttons. The buttons feel great and the analog stick is perfectly fine. Minorly, there is a release button on the back and a sync button on the side. Now, one of the coolest features that is in both of the Joy-Cons is HD rumble. This is something you have to experience to believe. Now, the left Joy-Con has a capture button, which we will get into later. Inside the right Joy-Con's joystick is an NFC reader. The right Joy-Con also contains an IR motion camera. The only game I've been able to test this with was with the eating contest in 1-2 Switch. While it works fine, I do not see how it will be incorporated into future titles. The right Joy-Con also contains a home button in contrast to the left Joy-Con's capture button. Holding it will bring you to a little quick menu, which allows you to change things such as brightness, turn on airplane mode, but for some reason you can't change the volume. You can hold the Joy-Con sideways, which feels okay, but you wouldn't want to play it with something like Smash Brothers, but it gets the job done. The left Joy-Con is arguably more comfortable than the right Joy-Con due to the weird placement of the analog stick on the right Joy-Con. Nintendo does include a wrist strap accessory that does help the shoulder buttons, but personally I would recommend a third-party grip accessory. And speaking of accessories, Nintendo includes a Joy-Con grip accessory with the system. Now all this is a plastic holder for your Joy-Cons. Overall, the Joy-Cons feel great, but it's missing ergonomics. You kind of just feel like you're holding a bar of soap at times. Now the dock is just the dock. It doesn't do anything amazing, it doesn't do anything wrong. Some people have complained that their screens are getting scratched from the dock, but I don't think that is the dock's fault. I think that is a user error. Now that we're done talking about the actual hardware itself, let's get into what's inside these shells. The Nintendo Switch Power is like a portable Wii U, and that is pretty crazy for the price you pay. The system is not more powerful than a PS4, but it is powerful enough and easy to develop for based on what developers have stated. Since it uses a NVIDIA graphics card, when the battery goes below 50, frames will start to drop. And speaking of battery, I completely forgot about the battery life while writing this review. Leading up to the Switch's launch, the battery life was something I was very scared about, but I've gone on multiple vacations and have not run into any battery issues. That being said, I do have a battery pack, but I barely use it and I don't even worry about the battery life nowadays. The games are displayed in a grid. While some may like this, to me it's too similar to the PS4, and there are not enough features. I know what I said earlier, but I really do not like how I cannot organize my games alphabetically or based on like favorites. It's annoying. Other than that, the UI has some good sound effects whenever you move around, and when you plug in a Joy-Con, it makes a little snap, like in the commercial, it goes like, psh, it's great. Some other features are a news page, which is a good idea, but its execution is flawed. When you go on the news app, the newest articles are displayed like near the middle and it's confusing. Surprisingly, the eShop is back and it looks great. There's no more annoying front page with music and slow load times. Everything is very simplistic, runs fast, and looks great. So there's an album button at the bottom and it allows you to view your screenshots. These screenshots are very, very compressed. Now you can add text and post it to social media, and that's all good. But you can't technically mask delete screenshots. I've handed the left Joy-Con to a friend, and he would just hold the capture button. There were like 50 screenshots I had to go through. But I couldn't just select one, select another one, and then delete everything in the middle. I had to select each one by one. It's a minor complaint, but it's annoying. One thing I really like is the profile icons. You can choose between a ton of different characters or me's that you can change the pose of, and background colors, and you can make a lot of cool combinations. Now, overall, the system is pretty bare bones. It is just launched, so that is forgiven. The online service is not rolled out yet. Virtual console isn't rolled out yet, but overall the system is great for multiplayer, and I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. And that has been my Nintendo Switch review. If you liked the video, then give it a like. Smash that like button. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Monkeyman4010, signing off.